Hmm. Yep, that's the one. Hello, Internet. My name is Ruby Ray. I am a trans girl living abroad. I'm from South Africa and I am undergoing transition in China. I am here to share with you my journey, some of the chats that I have with my friends along the way, my opinions on being trans and life as a trans person. Some politics sprinkled in along the way because I just don't think that we can ignore that. And this is my cat, Sun Sun. Occasionally, she might join us on the chat, and I would love to have you here. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Today, I want to share with you the things that changed for me when I went on HRT. What changed for me immediately was well, a bunch of things. A little bit of background. I started HRT in December 16, 2024. It is now January or February 1st, 2026. So it's just over a year after my transition started, medically at least. And yeah, I want to share with you the first things that changed that were unexpected, that I had obviously read about before, but did not see coming in the way that it did. So let's begin, shall we? One of the first things that change when you start HRT is the way that you smell, your physical scent. And by that, I mean when you go to the bathroom, that changes. The way that your pee smells changes, but significantly, the scent of your sweat and your body odor changes immensely from the like weighty stale potato smell of man to a much more sharp kind of acidic smell, and much less intense and less obvious. I'll say intrusive to other people's lives, I guess. But I mean, there's still body odor, I'm sure. You've smelt that. And then, so that one was kind of weird. And it felt good because for the first time in my life, to me, I didn't stink anymore. And I am bisexual, so I'm very attracted to men and the masculine scent as well as the feminine one, but just not on myself, if that makes sense. Okay, moving along. The next thing that really changed for me really quickly before I noticed anything else was my emotional range. Now, I'm sure if you're watching content and videos like this, you must have heard that emotional range can change quite drastically. You become much more nuanced in the way that you experience your sense, and there's a lot less flatness. Before, I felt very kind of monotonous in my emotions. They were kind of binary, angry, happy, sad. And now it's like sad and happy because XYZ. And it just, don't touch the mute button. Don't touch the mute button. Sunset, I'm busy with my shit here. Can you, can you not? Thank you. Yeah. So emotional range changed a lot for me. And then sexuality. I'm going in order of the way that I experienced it. If you are starting HRT and you're wondering about this, it might not be the same. So keep that in mind. Where was I? Okay. What did I? Sensen is distracting me. She's never this cuddly. Anyway, we went scent, emotional range. Oh, yes. Sexuality. Wow. That was crazy for me. The way that I experience my sexuality and the way that I experience attraction to people. I should add that this is not the same for all trans people, but for me, I went from having a very kind of bi-curious life to fully, I have the bisexual flag up there, but fully pansexual. I care about the person underneath. And I will say that when I'm in a relationship, I do want to play the role of the softer, more feminine one. I don't want to take in the masculine role. So, in that sense, I'm kind of gender conforming or like heteronormative. Yeah, what? You want to come back up? Come back up. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's fun. I remember the first time that my sexuality that I really felt that it changed, and I was walking to my work and I saw someone who works with me, and for the first time, like he's a ripped man. I just felt my knees kind of go a bit weak, and I was like, "Oh God, that's new and different and exciting all at once." So yeah, I if you're a trans person, would recommend this feeling. Again, let's see. The next thing that changed for me was skin, skin tone. I loved what happened to my skin. And this was kind of slower than I had expected to read. Um, my skin is still changing and it's just become much smoother and softer. On top of that, my hands have become smaller and more dainty. My feet have lost about at least 1.5 sizes in sunset, 1.5 shoe sizes. So I was kind of worried in the beginning when I started because I was a size 43, European 43. Not really big, but just out of range of like women's standard shoe sizes. So I would have to look more carefully. But now I can wear a 42 or a 41.5 and I can still be comfortable. So that's super nice. And 43 is just too big for me. I also lost about 2 or 3 centimeters of my height. So that might happen to you too. And your bones don't change, but the kind of soft cartilage, the connective tissue, all of those change. And I think they change over a very long period of time. So I might get more changes, I might not. And then I got breasts. Super exciting. They are still it is painful actually. There's a continuous ache as they grow, but it's just so affirming. And when you start progesterone, um, and it kind of starts speeding up a little bit. So a lot of the growth that I have now is kind of new. Yeah. So I think I should probably stop there. I'll finish off with this like last little juicy tidbit of what changed for me, and that is the way that I experience pleasure. So my erogenous zones and the places that I enjoy being touched changed drastically. I just feel much more sensitive in certain areas than I used to be than I used to. And it's really good. I no longer climax the way that I did. That's much more wavy and it can repeat multiple times if you catch my drift. So that is a lot of fun. Also, she doesn't pitch a tent anymore. I Traditional methods don't really work, but that's okay because I will be receiving um bottom surgery in July. So I'm very excited about that. If you want to hear about that story, follow along with that journey, please like, subscribe, comment down below. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer. If you're a hater, what can I do? Can't save you. Good luck. Love you all. Bye. Yep, that's the one.